MMA fans, what is up? We are back on the Basement Breakdown. I'm joined with Harrison. First things first, we got to go over our last fight night. We did absolutely shit on the picks. Terrible.
A lot of upsets on that card. A lot of upsets.
Everybody did bad, except for me, an MMA guru who picked the main event. Harrison almost backed me into a corner with Anthony Hernandez on our last episode, but I stayed true and I switched the pick. And overall, it was a pretty fun fight.
It was fine. It was a fine fight. It was a pretty fun card.
There were some
fun finishes, a lot of upsets.
Premium slop.
Yeah. It wasn't good for the picks, but it was fun to watch. It was definitely fun to see some of these upsets.
After I let it go for a while and I just stopped caring about it, because, everything was just busted. Mason Jones was probably the biggest hit where I was like, oh, I just felt so bad. But, some really, really crazy fights. I'm pretty sure there was the main event got the bonus, and let's kind of leave it at that. I'm pretty happy with the main event pick. I mean, I fucked up some. We zigged when we should have zagged. But Harrison, he picked Shamil Gaziev over Kennedy and Nzechukwu when a lot of the guys were going.
I need to be happy.
A lot of the boys were going with Kennedy via lighterman skill.
Sure, man. The blob is back. He has that power.
He looks a little less blobbish. He kind of looks in better shape.
He did look solid. A little better. Also, I'm not sure what Kennedy was trying to do there. Just hands down, he's like in his face and just
had over 1.5.
eats a hand to the face. So it was like, okay, man, sure.
Yeah, Gage Young, another great fight with the guy who worked at Home Depot. That was a great fight.
Shout out Stan, man.
Shout out Stan.
Part-time Stan. He's still putting in shifts. Looking forward to his next fight for sure.
100%, bro. It's been pretty good. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we go into this Shanghai card.
I also, guys, I'll throw it up on the community post and I'm sorry about my beagle, but I downloaded Verdict MMA. I made an account for Basement Breakdown. I also tagged our YouTube channel in it and stuff. And I think this is a great way for me and also other people to still make picks without necessarily betting, because you can get ranked by your picks. You select the finish, who you think is going to win, how it's going to happen, and you can see how other people are doing and where you place with the picks on cards. I think Verdict is super cool, and you can also look at live updates as the fight's going on, how they're scoring the rounds, and I think this is something I'm going to start using a lot more. Anyways, sorry guys. I have 3 dogs.
Let's get into this card. Kicking it off, first fight on the card.
Oh, yeah.
We got a welterweight fight between Meng Ding and Cam Nelson making his UFC debut.
I'm going with Meng Ding, bro.
Even
with
odds
experience.
on this one.
I think Meng Ding's the better fighter here, in my opinion.
Yeah,
off the bat.
yeah. Meng Ding's a lot more exciting. Tons of experience. He's gonna come forward and look to throw big shots. He's gonna mix in a lot of kicks. If the fight does go to the ground, he gets top control. He's gonna throw a lot of ground and pound. We could see a finish there. I could see that happening for sure.
Very technically sound. I think he has a good all-around game. I'm worried about this dude making his debut against him. I think it's a tough fight.
Yeah, Cam Nelson, he's not a striker too.
Not at all.
He has a BJJ background.
Big time.
He's going to look to grapple, and he's not even that good at really getting subs.
Who is
either.
He beat? Go and look at his record.
He hasn't really fought many people. He's very, very young, raw prospect. He's only 28, 7-1 record.
It's tough.
I think he's going to be outmatched.
Yeah, I think he's outmatched.
Meng Ding, the experience, all of that. He's tough guy. All of that's on his side. It's going to be a tough debut for Nelson.
Definitely, I would have to be proven wrong here by the prospect or guy making his debut in Nelson. I think
which would be cool because he's Canadian.
I just don't think he's all that good.
I don't think he's got it.
No.
Not in this fight. It's a bad matchup for him. And that's a good pick. Even odds.
This card
make some money on
is
Meng.
not easy on the odds for some of the matchups. The odds makers are really trying to fuck people here, and we'll talk about it as we go through the fights.
All right, we move up to the next fight on the card. We've got a women's strawweight fight between Xiong and Julia Polastri. Polastri is a -200 favorite in this one.
Yeah,
Xiong is +155.
I know that Polastri's 2-3 in the UFC with some tough fights, but after what's the other girl's name? Xing making her debut against Angela Hill and taking the L. I think she's gonna get outmatched and outclassed by her opponent, like, who's also fought Angela Hill as well. Angela Hill is a tough out. But yeah, I think for Julia, like, I know she's got a couple L's, like Josephine Knudsen, she lost to UD, Talita Alencar, who's very good, and Lupi Godinez a little earlier in the career. Like, these are good fighters. She's losing by unanimous decision. Very, very close fights where she sometimes, like, doesn't do enough, but she's a pressure fighter. She's in your face. She's able to take some damage. And I did not like what I saw from this girl against Angela Hill, where she was like a minus
her
3.
Her striking looked super sloppy. Her striking looked super sloppy. A lot of like wild overhand throws.
Got killed. She was a minus 400 favorite.
Not what I'm looking for in a UFC fighter.
She should have stick to.
She looks very hittable. She's tough, but very hittable as well.
Yeah, she took some punishment from a big volume fighter like Angela Hill, but man, I don't think she has what it takes to bang with some of these girls.
No, I don't. I think she's gonna get outmatched by Julia Polastri here. Julia Polastri is pretty solid all around.
Yeah.
Clean striking. It's good technique. Grappling's okay.
I know she's 2-3 in the UFC, but I think she's probably got this.
She'll throw a lot of straight punches, a lot of kicks, and she'll probably be able to cause enough damage to get it done.
I think so.
Decision.
I think you see a decision with this one, yeah.
All right. We move up to the 135 division. We've got Lawrence Louis taking on Hector Santiago. Louis a minus 300 favorite.
I've got to go with Lawrence Louis, and I've got to trust him. Not that this does not have its, like, there's not have its doubts. Louis, I feel like he's a pretty heavy grappler.
Mm-hmm.
We go to
he's a wrestler.
Fight.
He's got a good wrestling background, but he also has some solid strikes. He's coming off road to the UFC.
Yeah, where he fought a lot of guys, you know. But, like, for his game, like, I trust that it should probably work here. I really feel like I should give him the benefit of the doubt, considering he's been winning. And by doing what he's been doing, I think that he'll probably control the fight where he wants it.
Yeah, I think he's just the better overall fighter. Santiago has a kickboxing background, and he's tough.
Definitely.
But I don't think his grappling is really there at all.
I think he'll get controlled.
Mm-hmm. He'll be outmatched in that department, and Louis pretty good on the feet as well. Just looking back at some of those road to the UFC fights, he's throwing a lot of jabs. He's not like super technical or super good on the feet, but he throws a lot of volume, and that could definitely overwhelm Santiago a bit, especially if he's mixing in the wrestling and the grappling and really pushing the pace.
I do agree.
Might be overwhelmed, Santiago.
I agree. I do agree with the 3-1 odds. I think that's kind of right around where you see this fight. I don't really know if I want to necessarily take any props for this. I do see it potentially going the distance. Potential submission. But
yeah,
I think
finish is live for Louis for sure.
Definitely. Probably going to go with a UD or a 29-28.
Yeah, I'm going to go with 30-27 Louis. I think he's just going to be the much better fighter in there with Santiago.
Yeah, I'm going to hopefully be right. I mean, we'll see with this dude. He's got some questions.
We'll see. All right, we move up a division to featherweight. We've got Jack Jenkins, who is a plus 125 underdog, taking on Sean Woodson, who's a minus 150 favorite. This is a fun fight.
It's definitely a fun fight.
It's a close one for sure.
I like Sean Woodson in this fight, dude.
Sean Woodson's good, man. Really, really, like, kind of long and big and wide. And his dimensions are crazy.
Against Jack Jenkins, I think it's a bit of a lopsided fight, in a sense. When you look at the two styles and look at the two body types, I think Sean Woodson's going to be able to get off the jab. He's going to be able to keep some distance. He's got good leg kicks. Like, I could see this dragging out, like, to a decision. But I think Sean Woodson, I have to believe that he'll have enough for Jack Jenkins.
Yeah, he's gonna want to back you against the cage and kind of control you that way and maybe get in the clinch, throw some strikes, but I don't think he's going to be able to get close enough to Sean.
Definitely not.
Sean uses his range so
jab.
well.
Yeah.
He knows how to manage that properly. One of the few guys that can do that. It's going to be a tough fight for Jack. I got to go with Sean.
It's not without its doubts, considering, you know, Sean Woodson. I mean, but like, bro, I really kind
His
of like
takedown
Dan
defense
Ige,
is
bro.
good
I know
too.
he hasn't like won much, but like he's always a tough out for guys. I know that.
Yeah, Danny Ige's tough,
I
man.
know he got knocked out recently, but like he's a tough dude. Come on, let's put some respect on his name.
Definitely, I agree with that.
Yeah, shit happens.
Got knocked out by Maltese Acosta.
Yeah,
That was a dirty
spinning
knockout.
back kick,
But
whatever that was.
still, you got to put your respect on Danny Ige, man.
Yeah, I think Sean Woodson's he's taken enough time, and with this type of opponent, I think it'll be a fun fight where you see Sean Woodson getting the decision, if I'm being quite honest with you. The TKO is live, but I'm not taking it.
No, I could see a close Sean Woodson 29-28. This will be a fun fight for sure.
A little back and forth.
All right, back to bantamweight. We got a fight between Long Xiao, who's a -180 favorite, taking on Francesco Nuzzi, who's a +155
Is Nuzzi
underdog.
the Italian dude? Or am I-
Yeah.
No? I'm completely wrong. But
Yeah.
Yeah, is he?
Yes, of course, that name.
Okay,
I
yeah.
mean, look at his photo.
But there. Okay.
I'll toss that up.
I know who he is. Okay, yeah, Italian's not a great base for MMA. But besides that, I'm
No,
also
there's
just
not a
saying,
lot of them.
like, bro, like Long Xiao has more than enough in his tool bag to defeat this guy, right? I mean,
Yeah,
I haven't seen
I
shit
have
from
to
him.
agree.
Like, that's not a very
It's
great
a
breakdown.
tough UFC debut for you, man.
Making your debut.
Long Xiao has a ton of experience, too. It's a tough one.
He's very good all around. I think at -180, potentially a great money line to just add to your bet slip. I don't know if you guys want to go props, but like I think at -180, Long Xiao is as close to a lock as you can be.
I think he controls him. I think there's a lot of holes in Nuzzi's grappling game. He's an alright striker, but I think Long Xiao's going to get in close enough, just hold him there against the fence.
He has more than
control him for a lot of minutes.
Experienced. He knows how
Get
to
him
win
on the
UFC
ground.
fights.
Mhm.
Bro, this is tough.
He's just going to wrestle him, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Super, super durable. It's going to be tough to get him out of there. He's just eventually going to close the distance and get you down and hold you.
You could get some ground and pound. I think there's potential for a finish here. Actually, I'm more confident in the finish in this fight than I am with others that we've gone through so far. So if I am gonna, I'll say second round ground and pound from Long Xiao.
Okay, I like it.
I like his back takes too sometimes.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah.
Long Xiao. He's going to do work. He's going to grapple him, throw a lot of
Oh,
big
shit.
shots. And we move up
Yeah.
the flyweight division. We've got Ray Tsuruya taking on Kevin Borjas.
Both fighters are
Tsuruya's
Joshua Van.
huge, -600 favorite.
That's too much, man.
Borjas +450 underdog.
Because I'm confident in Tsuruya, but like it's not worth it now to take him to bet on it just money line because -600 is kind of crazy. Borjas missed weight last time. He beat up Andre Lima over 3 rounds. Like it was a bit of a wash, but he definitely missed weight for a reason. He was a lot heavier,
Mm-hmm.
and now what weight is he fighting at?
Flyweight.
Flyweight. Does he usually fight Kevin Borjas at flyweight? Ronaldo Rodriguez, nah, he's fighting at 135.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be. I don't think he's gonna have what it takes for Ray Tsuruya. Ray Tsuruya is again like he's someone back takes like he's got a tremendous ground game, like.
He does. He's a
He
nasty
was even
grappler.
able to get it off a little bit against Joshua Van. Like
Yeah, and he has good ground and pound too, man. And
I-
he's always working towards a finish. He's always trying to cause a ton of damage.
they're not doing Borjas any favors.
No, they're
in
not
this
doing him
fight.
any favors. Borjas' takedown defense is pretty mid if we're being honest.
100%.
He's going to get taken down bad, probably at will.
I
We're going
could
to be
see
honest.
a finish in the second
I
round.
can easily see a finish by ground and pound,
Yeah.
something along those lines.
Yeah, if you bet this under 2.5 rounds and you go with Ray Tsuruya, you
Yeah.
might have something worthy of putting on your bet slip, but like at -600 odds, like it's just not great. I
No,
don't see,
not a ton of value
yeah,
there.
there's just not a lot of value there,
But
but
Ray's going to take it, man.
pretty confident with that. Yeah.
Me too. And we stay in the division to see Andre Lima take on Namzrai Batbayer. who is a plus 200 underdog, and Lima is a minus 250 favorite.
I think Lima should have what it takes to beat this dude. I mean, his kickboxing sound. I mean, I know what we just saw happen.
I think it's a good
Borjas.
matchup for Lima.
I think it's a good matchup.
I think Batbayer he's going to be willing to strike and trade on the feet. He's going to come forward, and Lima's pretty solid, pretty technically sound. He's going to sit there and he's going to throw hands with you. I think he's the much better striker.
I agree. I think that this is...
3-time national champion.
I don't mind his opponent also, too. He's not bad.
No, he's not.
He really isn't.
He's tough.
He's
a
durable
tough out
from
as
what
well.
I've watched.
Has a ton of power in his hands. He can definitely throw bombs. He can definitely catch Lima. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. He's always got that puncher's chance.
But at minus 200 odds, honestly, like, I do think that he has... Like, I think this, like you said, this is going to take place on the feet. I think his kickboxing should be enough to
that's
edge.
Lima's game, man. He's a pure striker, pure kickboxer. You got to be really good to outmatch him on the feet, and I don't think Batbayer is that good.
Yeah, Lima's more likely than not going to take this fight. I think it might go to a decision.
I agree. I could see a decision. He's going to be wary of the power, and that might keep him in check a little bit. But I could definitely see it going decision.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a good fight for him. Decent name.
And that takes us into the main card.
Oh, fuck.
Where we've got Bilal Hasan, fresh off the Contender Series, making his debut against Nilson Rojas.
Okay.
Rojas is a plus 385 underdog, and Hasan is a minus 500 favorite.
Sorry, I don't know I did that. That's crazy. This is the Contender
These are
Series
crazy
fight.
odds.
This guy is better than who Bilal Hasan fought on the Contender Series.
100%
this is
agree.
A step up an opponent.
I also think just like the context of the situation is crazy. This guy's like 2 weeks coming off the Contender Series.
100%.
And for Anthony Wint, it's one thing going from Vegas to Sacramento.
Yeah.
But they sent this kid to Shanghai against a pretty decent opponent, not a slouch for sure.
He's not a slouch, but it's unfortunate that this is who they're putting him up.
It is unfortunate.
I think that like Bilal Hasan is extremely dangerous. And while I don't want that to take away from the aspects of his opponent, who, as I just said, better than his last opponent, this guy is definitely has a place in the UFC probably, and will fight somebody else after this.
Tough striker.
But
stalks guys down, but he's not stalking down Hasan.
Man.
No shot.
He's getting finished in the first round. I'm not even kidding.
Hasan's accurate. He's patient, and if Rojas tries to stalk him down, Hasan's just gonna sit back there and wait till there's an opening, and he's just gonna put him out.
If you guys want to go TKO, KO in the first round, whatever that is, I'm going to say it's probably like minus 150 or something like that. Take that shit all day. I mean, maybe not on your main bet slip, but I think that's very likely to happen.
Hasan, TKO, KO, I think is a lock.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, next fight.
Sorry, the guy's undefeated. But
next fight on the main card. Light heavyweight division, we've got Levy Rodrigues
Stepping
Jr.
in short notice after getting his ass kicked.
Silu.
Bro, this guy's got nothing. Silu is predominantly a kickboxer who, he was supposed to fight Junior Tafa. This was the fight that was supposed to take place, which makes sense because they're both just going to strike. And now you get this dude.
Yeah, I love it.
Bro,
this is light work for Lou. He's a minus 185 favorite only, too.
I wouldn't be insanely surprised if he were to lose this fight, but he should win. Rodrigues.
He's the better striker, I think. He's very, very good technically. Really fast hands. I love his combos. And Rodrigues is just going to push forward.
I agree.
He's going to be very hittable.
He has nothing. His hands are shit. I didn't see much from him as far as any, he has a BJJ. Do you think he's like a blue belt BJJ?
He's reckless, too, man. Throws from the hips, too. The hands are down a lot. He's going to be hit. Yeah,
I don't know why he's taking this fight after, the way he got knocked out. It wasn't long ago, a month ago. It's kind of crazy, but, I mean, he should lose this fight to the kickboxer who has no ground game. But we'll see. He's 3-1, I believe. His opponent, not Levi Rodrigues, but the
yeah, Lou is 3-1 and Rodrigues Jr. is 5-1.
Yeah, I mean, it's not without its doubts, but I think we're gonna go with Lou.
I like Lou.
Yeah,
and that takes us up back to the flyweight division. We've got Alex Perez taking on Sumudaerji.
The rematch. What?
Yeah, I love this rematch.
What was
Sumudaerji's a minus 210 favorite. And Perez, I believe he opened a favorite in the original fight, but he's a plus
He
165 underdog.
almost as a favorite too, I believe,
Right.
to a point where when I actually put the graphic on, I put Sumudaerji as a lock underdog. I put him as a lock as an underdog.
love that.
And he was putting the beating on
100%,
Alex Perez
man.
until he found a way out with the shot.
100%. Perez, he won that first round, and then he got fucking dropped. In the second round, he was taking a beating from Sumudaerji, who's striking I love. I love Sumudaerji. Big fan of him. He's super, super violent. But yeah, like you said, Perez, he took that way out, man. He got hit in the nuts, and he was making sure we saw him vomit in that bucket because he knew what was coming if the fight continued.
But like, man, I don't want to say that he was out of there because he wasn't. He got dropped, he got up, and he had his wits about him. But he was getting mollywalked around the octagon, and now rebooking this fight at a minus 200 odds, I could say I could expect a finish. But honestly, I think Alex Perez is pretty tough, and this goes to a decision.
I agree, but I think it's going to be a lot of what we saw late in that first fight. Sumudaerji, man, the footwork is just far better. He's faster, throws clean strikes. He's just going to dance around Alex Perez. I also question Perez's cardio.
100% as the rounds go on.
As we saw in that previous fight and some of his other fights. I think Sumudaerji is just going to make him look silly in there on the feet, especially in the second and third rounds.
In my opinion of the card. I think we just saw what he did to him in the last fight. There is absolutely no reason to believe that he doesn't do the exact same thing without the nut shot.
They're rebooking this out of courtesy, I think, because I think we all know what the result's going to be. We pretty much saw it in that second fight.
I want to see what happens. I want to
see Sumudaerji put him down. But, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it went decision. Perez can be tough.
Here we go next.
All right, next fight on the card. Aoriqileng against Kai Asakura.
Oh, yeah.
Aoriqileng is a plus 320 underdog. Asakura is a minus 400 favorite.
I know you just beat Cameron Smotherman, who's ass and he's losing on the regional scene, but bro, Kai Asakura should get this done in tremendous fashion. I think this will be a highlight KO. Like, I think this will be on this card. I mean, obviously on this card we're talking about it. I think this will be one of the highlights of this card.
Yeah, Asakura is a hard guy to corner, man. He moves really, really quick, really, really well.
Even in his losses, he wins the first round and then he proceeds, 100%. Tim Elliott and such. And but like, I
think he's gonna dance around him,
throw
a lot of strikes from a lot of weird, creative angles, kind of thing.
And this guy's too inexperienced, brother.
This guy's far too inexperienced. Not against someone of
this caliber.
Asakura's
You're gonna
caliber.
see the level of Kai Asakura in comparison. I think he'll show that, and then he's gonna get a pretty nice finish in the fight.
He's gonna look slow next to Kai Asakura, I think.
Yeah. He was about to leave the UFC after a second loss. He's like, "Give me back to Rise," and they're like, "No, we have something for you.
We've got one last thing for you.
Smotherman.
We've got this feature fight in Shanghai, brother.
And
we need you to come out." All right, that takes us into the co-main already.
Yeah.
We've got Xiao Yan taking on Denise Gomes. Gomes plus 115 underdog. Yan is a minus 145 favorite.
I don't like the inactivity, man. I don't like that she hasn't fought in like a year, in 3 months. Gomes at the beginning of her career has, been on the receiving end of some decisions. But like, she's on a pretty good streak right now. She's quite aggressive. I really do like her in this fight against Xiao.
She's very aggressive. I love her striking.
And
she has some power in her hands as well, and she's not afraid to come forward and throw.
And she doesn't get finished. Like, she's been finished like twice, I think. Like in 2021 was her last time she got finished. I think by like either sub or TKO. Like, she's only been TKO'd once. She's only been subbed once. She's very tough. I could see this fight going not see it. I do think this fight goes all three. I just think that Denise Gomes has looked very good in her recent against her recent opponents, who granted are not even close to the tier that Yao's fought. But she good pressure. She's got good boxing. I think she has a lot of ways to win this fight. She's coming into her own. At 37 years of age, Xiao's still... She's not that old, I guess, for a chick.
No,
like,
but
interdivision,
you bring up the layoff too
I
at
don't
that
like
age.
it. I don't like it, man.
It's tough. It's tough. I think both of these fighters are kind of trending in opposite directions in their careers. Denise Gomez, she is hittable, but she's super tough. Tough to finish. You're not going to finish her either. And I think she's going to put a bit of a beating on Jan, especially in the
And
later rounds.
Let's go to her matchups, honestly, because so she loses to Angela Hill, she loses to Loma Lookbooney, and she has a very close decision with Eduardo Mora, who's who's very good on the ground. Angela Hill, we see what she's still able to do, and this was a while ago. Like, she is obviously very good all around, a great volume striker. And on the side of Xiao, like, her last one I think is Tabitha Ritchie, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, which like doesn't fucking age that well in my
Quite a
opinion.
while
Like,
ago as well.
Yeah, man. Like she obviously is.
She has lost to just top competition though. Zhang Weili, Verna Jandarova. You are right about that, but again, this is a while ago. It's been a couple years now.
I'm going off.
Year and a few months since that last fight. 37 years old.
I'm clearly taking the underdog in this fight.
I think we do got to take the underdog.
I wouldn't be insanely surprised if Yao was to win.
I agree. I think it's going to go decision. I think they're both going to just be willing to stand and bang. They're both going to cause some damage to each other for sure. I just think Gomez is the tougher girl, the younger girl. I think she gets it done by decision, probably a 29-28.
I agree. Both girls are tough. Both don't get put away very often, if at all. So, really, I do see this going over 2.5, and we'll go with the underdog and Denise Gomez to win the fight.
And that takes us into the
bantamweight. She's very attractive. Anyways, continue.
Bantamweight main event. Pretty good fight.
It is a great fight, isn't it?
I mean, it could mean something. You know, the winner of this could be challenging for a title soon, depending on what they decide to do with Sean O'Malley, and then the result of, Jan Marab. So we'll see where that all goes. But Umar, if he wins this, he's probably in the mix again up there.
Umar, yeah, they slow rolled him at the beginning. No one really wanted to fight him, and then they got him against Marab, where he won the first 2 rounds, and then proceeded to lose a very close decision. I like Umar. He just beat Mario Bautista, who in my opinion is a harder opponent than a guy like Song Yadong, and he faced a lot of adversity in that fight where he got dropped, and he shows what happens if you drop him. He will fucking control you. He's got a great gas tank. He has decent kickboxing and striking that helps set up the takedowns. As soon as he shoots for Song Yadong, he's going to have to worry about it for the rest of the fight, and it's going to be a fucking problem for him.
Mm-hmm.
At minus 600
I think it's going to be a big problem.
Bro, I see this as being a lock. If you're going to go with Song Yadong, you're taking him by puncher's chance, man. He's obviously got that boxing and he's got some power, but bro, he's not going to find Umar. And it's not like he's deficient on the feet, Umar.
And I think the odds here are super accurate. Yadong's a plus 410 underdog, and Umar is a minus 550 favorite.
That's close. It's at 600.
And the biggest thing I see when I'm looking at Song Yadong is he overcommits sometimes with his punches because he is looking for that power shot. And I think when you overcommit, you're going to find yourself in some bad positions sometimes. And Umar's going to capitalize and just get on you and take you down when you get in that bad position, and then from there it's just going to be wraps. He's just going to wrestle him.
I highly suggest if people want to look at a fight, look at him versus Petr Yan. Song Yadong in that fight was able to do pretty well in the first round, but when Petr Yan was like, you know what, I mean, he was also able to strike with him, but I believe he had an injury in that fight, so he just proceeded to control him on the ground.
Yeah.
Opportunities he
we
took
all saw
on the
it.
feet. When like you said, Song would overcommit to shots, he would get him and control him, and that would be a round. That is exactly what's going to happen.
And it's going to be even worse because Umar, as we know, all the Dagestani guys have insane wrestling.
I think he's also getting better from what he was fighting Marab. Mm-hmm. I think he's 100%. A better fighter.
I think he has been improving. Those guys are always working, man. He's going to look to push the pace hard. This is a bad fight for Song. The odds are what they are. I think they're very accurate for a reason. This is going to be light work for Umar. He's probably going to control him for 5 rounds to an easy decision.
I completely agree with you. Song Yadong's tough. He might get some moments on the feet. He might, land. He might win a round very narrowly. Imagine if he drops Umar, it's not out of the question. But the thing is, we have seen now with Umar, after a couple fights, what happens to him with adversity. We saw what happened in the Merab fight, obviously, but we saw what happened with Mario Bautista, where he literally got dropped and proceeded to implement his game plan.
Exactly,
This
man.
is like
Umar's going to just have a ton of success on the feet early because Song's going to be scared of the wrestling, and then the second he has a little bit of success, just mix in the wrestling, mix in a takedown, and then it's just going to be over. I don't see Song really having any success on the ground. I'm going to see him having a lot of trouble, probably getting up. Umar's going to control him, and that's probably how every single round's going to go.
100%. 3 a.m. Eastern time, prelims, 6 a.m. Eastern time. Oh, yeah, we'll hear. For the main card, I don't know
an early one.
How much I'll be watching of this besides maybe the main event and I don't know. We'll see. You know, we'll see what I'm doing on Friday night and what my night ends up looking like. But it's probably gonna have some good matchups on it. Like, no, there are some good matchups on it.
There'll
the
be
fights
some
will probably
finishes.
deliver.
There'll probably be one or two decent decisions.
Yeah, a couple, busted parlays. Some
There's always entertaining fights, even if the name value isn't necessarily there.
I don't think it's that bad. Or maybe that's just because I love watching this.
No, there's worse ones coming out.
Yeah.
That we've got to look forward to.
I like, though, how, you're seeing on the Contender Series, these guys absolutely, kick ass, and then Dana just sends them.
Yeah,
they just
man. Credit to Bilal, man. Going all the way to Shanghai
to
make your debut 2 weeks after
this is
doing
why
what
it's
you
important
do.
to watch the Contender Series so you know what these guys are doing.
Absolutely.
All right, let's get these
agree.
picks out. You will throw up some parlays later on in the week. Check the community posts.